morning. It is 9:30 on Friday morning and I have a coffee. This is my second coffee. Naughty, naughty. I don't want to be drinking loads of caffeine, but there we are then. There we are. I'm sat on the sofa. Ooh, getting comfy on the sofa. So let's have a chat, shall we? What to talk about? Well, I keep getting little messages through from people who say they miss me, and if I don't post a video for, I don't know, maybe a week or so, they tell me that they miss me and where are you? And now that actually irritates me a little bit because I'm not used to people following my every movement and questioning everything I do, because I like my life as it is. I like my privacy. I like the freedom that I've got, and I don't like being followed around. Now, how to say that without upsetting people? It's just how I am. I'll try and explain. I'm not like your normal, what is normal? Normal person who needs someone else to go through life with, because I've gone through life more or less on my own. So I'm finding it difficult that people expect me to do this or do that or be here or be there, because I've had total freedom. I'm going to struggle to get this out really, but I'll try. And when I was a teenager, of course, we all like to have mates that we can go out with, and I was the same. And I went on holiday to Mallorca with a school friend, after I left school, I might say, when I was a teenager. And that was nice. But when I think back, back in those times, it was always normal to have a friend to do things with, to go out. And I can remember being in clubs, and I didn't do many clubs, but out in a social environment, in a youth club or a club or a pub, and it was normal for two girls to go to the toilet together. You can remember that? I can remember that. When you sort of sat chatting to a group of people, one would say, "Oh, I'm going to the toilet. Are you coming as well?" that was normal, dear me. But that's how it was then. Cheers. But as soon as I left school and went my own way, my ambition when I left school was to earn my own living and look after myself and not ask for any handouts. I didn't want to go down to the dole office, as we called it then, and claim some dole money, because I didn't think that was right. I was keen to get out and go to work, get a job and earn money. So at 15, that's what I did. And it's just at the back of my mind all of the time. I think I'm not going to rely on other people for material things, for what I want to do. If I want to do something, I will just do it. So I'm struggling to understand the other side where people are reliant on other people, because I've not been reliant on other people. As I say, I went on holiday with a friend to Mallorca. A few years later, I did go to Mallorca with another friend, but after that, I always went on holiday on my own. I would choose where I wanted to go. I remember going to the Lake District, and I got a little van at the time, and I thought, I want to go and have a look at the Lake District, and I will hire a cottage. And that's what I did. So I drove up there, found the cottage, and stayed there for a week on my own. But when it came to time to leave, I was quite pleased that I was going home, because I have to admit that I think that was actually the first holiday on my own. I did feel a little bit lonely, but then I was talking to the postman every morning. But anyway, so that was really a first taste of holidaying on my own. But after that, like every holiday I went on my own, I wanted to go to Moscow, and none of my friends wanted to go there. So I just booked the holiday and went. And of course met people when I was there in the hotel. But cheers, I'm going to have to keep drinking because I've got like a gravelly throat. Oh dear me. Yeah, so you see, I struggle to understand sometimes. Maybe I come across as being a bit sort of stroppy, or a bit too cocky, or a bit too independent. But that's how I am. This is something that was born inside of me. It's the path that I have chosen to take. Other people might choose a different path. Other people will find partners, will get married. I understand that because it's in their makeup to do that. Some people will have very long marriages, and that is their choice. But myself, I can't imagine asking someone, shall we do this or shall we do that, or will you come with me, or yes, I would like to. And it's like asking permission. I don't have to ask anybody's permission to do anything. So other people might not understand that, but it's something, how can I describe it? It's something inside of me, and it's how I am, and that's it. You know, I can bend a little bit to accommodate other people's views. I like to understand life itself from lots of different angles. I do love people, but it has to be on my terms. And that might seem quite selfish, really. But I think at the end of the day, we all come into the world with nothing, and we all go out with nothing. And when it is time to go, to leave this earth, we go alone, and that's it. Nobody will go with me. And this is really me training for that. Does that make sense? It sounds a bit bizarre, I know. You know, it's about responsibility. I take full responsibility for my life, for my every action. I've made mistakes, like most people, but I am responsible for me and my outcome and where I end up. So I don't want people to expect me to be a certain type, because I don't fit in that mould, I just don't fit in. I actually quite like being on the edge of things, looking in. I don't want to be in the middle. Oh, I know. I am a bit different. I don't want to be in the middle. You see, I have organised a singles club in the past. It's 2 or 3 singles clubs, actually, friendship clubs. But I like putting things together, getting other people together, because that's what they want. They join a club because they want to meet other people. I quite like the idea of instigating these things, of putting things together, getting other people together is great. It's great. We used to have a club, meet once a week in a pub, lots of different pubs. Some people came along that were very, very shy, and I would introduce them to other people in the club. And it was brilliant to actually see them getting on together and making new friends. Now, I consider that was my job. I consider that that's what I was put on this earth to do, to get people together that want to be with other people. Talking about this club that I ran, once they made friends, and it was actually really good to see, because I would welcome this new person into the club and introduce them to people, and have a chat here, have a chat there, and it worked really well. But then at the end of that, I would step aside, because I didn't want to be in the middle of it. So I would stand aside and leave them to it. And I think this is a little bit like what I do now. I like getting people together, but I don't actually need to be part of a group. Do you understand that? It's very difficult to describe, really. But cheers. You see, I'm on my own in this house. I expect to be on my own for the rest of my life, because I have now got used to it. And I'm 74, and I'm getting all sorted out in my head. My head knows what's going on. So I've got friends here. Yes, I've got friends, and a few on the internet. Not a lot on the internet, because I can't understand how you can be great friends with somebody tapping in a few words on a computer. Oh dear, I'm struggling now. It makes me sound really, well, not very nice person actually, but I can assure you I am quite a nice person, but you cannot get a whole picture of a person by just looking at a screen. You can't do that. You might think you know people that you chat to online, but you never really know them. And I'm a friendly person. I will be friends with people who want to be friends with me, but it has to be on my terms. Oh dear. Anyway, what I want to say to people out there, do not expect me to be exactly the perfect friend that you might be looking for, because I probably won't be. Find your friends, but find them in real life, you know, and that's all I can say really. I mean, I've got friends around here, and I live in a village, and we are all friendly, and that is actually enough for me. It's enough. I don't want to feel that I'm trapped, and I think actually that's what it's about, feeling trapped. I cannot be trapped into a relationship, into a friendship. It has to be on my terms. So anyway, I thank you all for watching my videos, and I thank you for keep popping in and saying hello. I'm still here, but I want, most of all, I want you to get on with your own lives, you know, because I don't have the answers to everything. You will find the answers inside your own head. This is where you have to look. Here, what is in your head, not my head, your head. Oh dear, am I getting this across all right? I hope so. Anyway, just a quick look at this. Yeah, I'm getting on with it. It's a few more bits and pieces to add into that, and then I should be ready for putting the flowers around. So, thank you for popping in. I really am grateful to those who watch. As you know, I don't make any money from YouTube or the blog, so it doesn't really matter whether you can come and go as you please, right? And I don't mind if you don't bother for a month, and then you might come back later on. But that tells me then that you have got other things to do and you are getting on with your own life. That's all I ask. Okay, bye for now. Choo,